Yo, what it do, support crew? Welcome back to another episode of the Moral Support Podcast, man. We are glad to have you guys back. Today's gonna be an exciting little show. We got, you know what I'm saying, Desi got some stuff that we're gonna get into, man. And yeah, man, welcome back. Nice weather. It's Thursday.
It's a nice Thursday.
Ooh, it is
Heating
nice
up out there.
It's about 80 out there right now.
Yeah,
See, you got the shorts on. See, we got the.
What's that? What you got on there?
Well, we got the little active wear, man. Active moral support pod shirt. Man.
Moral support getting active with the active gear. Come on now.
Be patient.
Yeah, definitely be patient. But y'all see, yeah. Just believe in the seed. But we got your guy. He introduced us today, so you gonna make sure. I mean, we got Duane, your host, Desmone. Just to reiterate too, all the places y'all can find us streaming. Listening, watching wise, YouTube obviously, for those who predominantly go there as a preference, and then listening wise, you ain't limited and you ain't confined. You can follow us on Spotify, you can follow us on Apple Pod, you can go on Google Pod, you can go on iHeartRadio, you can go on Stitcher, you can go on Red Circle, you can go on Pandora. We're on all these platforms. You can find us on Amazon Music. And again, like my brother said, the link is also in the description. It'll be in the description. It'll also be in the link tree in our Instagram. You can't miss it. Make it easy, obviously.
Go follow that IG.
That's it. Yeah. Follow that IG. Run that up. Run us up. The followers, the likes. We just, we giving support. So
ain't nothing to show a little bit of love back.
That's it. But brother man.
Yeah, man. So, so I hear you got some things you want to touch up on. You know what I'm saying? So what's going on?
Let's get into it. Hey, I love him. He's a straight shooter, man. I love it. He's a straight shooter.
No time to play, man.
That's it. So look. Keep in mind, we're in May. We're in May. We just touched May. Mm-hmm. Today's
my timing all off, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Time consciousness
is going so fast, bro. And it's like
it's May, bro.
It's weird though, like, cause ever since like school. Yeah. Or, like, I don't really pay attention to the day of the week. I should, but I really don't. You know what I'm saying?
Only one that's calendar based, but even at that, it's just like, when do I got something going on?
Mm-hmm.
It ain't really matter.
And you know what be throwing me off too is that obviously now I work overnights, like I'm at work, so it's like my nights and days is just a little funny. Like I feel like I'm always either a day ahead or behind everybody else.
Because you literally be up throughout your days, like transitioning. That's a deep one for real. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's a hard one to keep up with.
I already know you got some criticizing to do with that.
Nah. I mean, I worked overnight before too, and just living that life, and it's deep. But all in all, it's May. We almost halfway through the year. We in the second quarter still of the year. We're heading into them pivotal times of the year where it's getting nice out. A lot of activity starts to take place. A lot of events start to take place. Mm-hmm. And what a joy it is to hear that and to know that. It's just really been heavy on my heart, and it's kind of been something that transpired over the years, but last summer in specific, really. And if I may, just being a little bit of encouragement and inspiration on, those leaders of events, leaders of communities, leaders of groups, those who are organizers of events, those who just inspired to be a part of change over the course of this summer, those who do things such as summer camps, like really fundraisers, just a plethora of things, really, no discrimination in any of it, but I am being selective to those who really are trying to do things for change, do things out of love and unity, especially those things. I just want to really be mindful, over the past years, I've grown to mature a little bit.
Just a little bit?
Just a little bit,
I can't tell sometimes.
Yeah, it's hard to tell, but when you look inward, you see what you see. But, and my point in this is awareness. It's not really to teach. It's not really to preach. It's just to make aware. Once we're made aware of things, what we do with the information, what we do with the perspective is on us. So my heart, my intent is just to bring awareness. And again, so events, community things such as please be mindful as we gather in unity and unify communities, again, all those things on which those named. Just be mindful of what we're gathering within, what type of energy we're bringing within, what type of influence we're bringing within.
Yeah. Oh,
what
I'm
type
sorry.
of
Can I stop you
impact.
right there real
Let's
quick?
go.
When he talk about the influence that's being gathered within, is just be mindful that there's kids, there's families, there's elderly people around. So respect the space, respect the event, respect the people around you. Not everybody. People dealing with different health conditions, whether it's smoke, what I'm saying, or just like anything, like physical limitations that they may have. Just be mindful of it all, please, because, whenever we get into these spaces and these events, sometimes we have a tendency of there's always a bad apple, like, you know what I'm saying, or there's a few bad apples, and it could kind of ruin the event almost, you know what I'm saying, and the whole point about this is to keep it going in the community and to keep growing. You don't want to get to a point where things are happening to where you make people not want to attend next year or not want to grow that, particular event. So definitely just be mindful of that. That's all. That's all I really got to say.
And even on a bigger scale, just because the event, quote unquote, went well and the event didn't get ruined, it don't mean you didn't ruin a person within that event. And that's really my main point in this, is understanding that the impact that you might have on every individual. Now, you can't control an environment 100%, but when we're planning these things, oftentimes we want things to be fun, quote unquote. We want things to be, joyful. We want things to be, a lot of activity, and that's great, and that should be the goal still. Like, the post shouldn't move from that, but how that looks should not always look how we make it to look. Mm-hmm. And again, this is going to come from a man of God's perspective. So, it might sound a little bit more, what's the political word to put there? The heart's just going to be the heart. I don't know what word to place with it, but it's going to sound like there's a standard or whatever else. But all in all, it's love. The standard is love to me.
Yeah. And it's neutral, though. It's not like that doesn't look like one. It shouldn't look like one thing. Like, you got.
It shouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as it's actually love. Like, not what we claim to be love, not what we identify as love, as in like in our brokenness. You hear what I'm saying? So again, like he mentioned those things, be mindful of these things. And I'll go down the list just off the top of my head. Be mindful of the activity as far as, drinking and smoking and stuff like that. Be mindful of what that does to the kids directly and indirectly. Be mindful of the music and the music that's played within those events. Be mindful of the things that they will be impacted and influenced by within that music, that they will be taken away once they leave that actual environment. Be mindful of those things. Be mindful of the conversations that may be had. Be mindful of even and this is really me taking it deeper. Be mindful of the food that's given. Be mindful of those things, and again, you make your choice off of your choices, but I'm saying really understand that when we talk about, serving our communities and really wanting to flourish our communities, there's certain things that we got to do in order to actually make that happen. Now, I can stand out here and I can feed the whole community spam. It could be spam, you know what I'm saying?
Hot Cheetos.
You know what I mean? And dyed Kool-Aid and stuff. Sugared up Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid's crazy. You know what, bro?
30 ounces of it.
But that is crazy how much my body can't take it no more. Like, that's crazy, bro. Think about me and bro was just talking the other day about how we used to come home at night and just make a pitcher of Kool-Aid, bro. How much sugar, bro.
Made a pitcher of sugar.
Bro, literally, it'd be half a pitcher of sugar, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Processed sugar at that.
Hot water and Kool-Aid.
Yeah, and you know what that does to our minds and beyond, and our bodies beyond. So it's like, be mindful of these things, because the effect is so much larger on the scale of if we're really trying to, again, flourish our peoples, and we want our people not to just survive. We want our people to thrive.
We want to expose them to the better side of things, really. You know what I'm
saying?
So, yeah, just
because you don't know till you know.
You don't know till you know, and you know know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of crabs in a bucket, like in certain communities and stuff. So definitely just want to expose them to, show them that there's healthier ways to go about things. But just like health doesn't necessarily, and it does mean food a lot. It's what you consume, but just consuming the environment and like,
consumption.
Everything around you like matters. You know what I'm saying? So in these events, definitely be mindful of all of these things. Because you want people to go home and be like, you know what, that was a nice event. Like, you know what I'm saying? I really enjoyed it there. I loved it. Like I can't wait to go back next year. Or I would like to start up my own thing. You know what I'm saying? And kind of take that format to their things where it could be enjoyable by everybody. And yeah, that's all. I mean, I think that's definitely a big key, bro, because there's a lot of events where it's just not really genuine, or it's a money grab, or it's, what I'm saying? It's something like that. But
that happens too. But even within them genuine events, I feel like, again, if I was where I was 3 years ago and I had an event wanting to do better, I probably wouldn't have been mindful of the music. I wouldn't have been mindful of what I fed the people. You know what I mean? Based off of my ignorance and just where I was at and lack of maturity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, I'm not mad at the people. I'm not condemning nobody, but again, awareness. Like, let's actually, because there's pivots to it all. Like, there's alternatives to it all. It's not like if we don't do this, that nobody's going to come out. If we don't got a certain type of music, it don't mean that people ain't gonna come out and have fun. If we don't got a certain type of food, it don't mean people ain't gonna come out and not have fun. Like, we had our festival last year, bro, and it's a real testimony to me, because who would have ever thought? But we had our testimony. I mean, our event. We had a festival in August,
and the turnout was pretty good.
The turnout was great, bro, especially for just a month of planning. Like, we had, we served the community vegan tacos. Which people didn't even know they were vegan, like until they like walked away, and we actually told them, like it wasn't a secret, but people like literally genuinely just thought they was getting tacos, and we gave them, and again, it was free, so it's not like, oh, this is the only thing you had to pay for. It was free, so and that's and
you could have ate it, you could have not ate it.
You know what I'm saying? And the point of that was exposure, though, because you really don't buy into something like that if you never had it. Exactly. If you never had it, you're going to ask 1,000 questions.
You know what I think a lot of people think vegan food is like
tree bark.
Like, or like tofu or something like that. Yeah.
I don't like tofu myself, for real.
Like chalk, bro. But that's what I think that's like the mind of it. And then, I mean, that and just like straight plants. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you're eating grass or something outside. Like,
that's it. And again, I ain't telling you to go ahead and have a vegan event, but be mindful of clean eating. Be mindful of healthy eating, whatever that can look like according to your lifestyle. It's things like that. Like, we had a DJ who, obviously, like I said, in my space, it was gospel music that was being played, but it wasn't like we was taking him to church with the gospel music. Like, he played gospel rap, he played gospel soul, he played gospel jazz, he played gospel. Everything was just clean. It wasn't even the fact that it was gospel. It was just clean music and love in the air. I was about to say,
it don't have to be gospel.
No,
it can just be good music. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, like jazz in the air is beautiful. When you're at an event, you hear jazz in the air. Like, that does so much for the inner.
I'm sore, bro. Like, it could be anything. It could be rock, country, hip hop, anything, as long as the message,
substance.
The substance as well. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to pull up to no community event. People talk about killing and shooting, doing drugs and all that stuff, because it's like, what good is it? Throwing me off.
What good is it?
Yeah, like, it's not matching the intent here. Like, you know what I'm saying, at all. So yeah, just be mindful of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I think that's the only way that it could kind of grow, I guess, within our community, at least. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got to make room for everybody to enjoy their time. Obviously, not everybody's going to like the same exact things, and that's okay. But just making it a neutral event where everybody has a place in it, a place to feel safe and comfortable. So, and then what people don't understand is, like, when you grab the majority of people, you might get people who's willing to invest in the next year's event. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or you might get people who want to volunteer for next year, or who want to put in, like, you know what I'm saying? And that's helping. That's the sense of community. That's what we are here to do, is to help each other grow, really.
It goes a long way, bro. Like, literally, when we had that event, again, not just because we haven't talked about it on here. We couldn't have talked about it on here. We just started shooting. But just to mention some other things, we had a bouncy house. We had a trainer who was doing something with the kids, just fitness wise.
Desi was in control of the bouncy house too. He was in there with the kids.
I was making sure. I like to have fun too.
Mm-hmm.
We had vendors that had resources to offer, like all around. You know, even some vendors who vended some things conducive to the body, some fruit and things like that. Some juices, some teas. We had that. What else? We had resources. We had banks. We had security. We had like people who was able to give some
different lanes, to give some type of
reach different support, people and different give them some supports. Seriously. What else? We had just people contribute
where was
their services. It was down on Elizabeth. Down on Elizabeth. So a neutral place, not me and my partners, none of us lived there, so that was already a long shot within itself where it was like, okay, we're having this on somebody else's territory. And that's the thing I'm really learning too about community events. That's a great thing to do. At least that's our calling in a way. We've been doing it because we've been called to serve a few communities that isn't my community per se. But that's the thing, though. When you go outside in other communities and you make an event such as, it just gives it neutral grounding for the event wasn't predicated for Elizabeth people. It was anybody and everybody, and it showed because it wasn't predominantly Elizabeth people in attendance. And just that alone, like just being able to take one community and take it into another community and impact and just fellowship within another community. And again, not confining it to only you're allowed in here. Like this is an Elizabeth event. Like, you know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with those things. Everybody got their own community events as you should, absolutely. Things such as, but I'm saying the neutralness and that and just having that because we're territorial sometimes about our communities.
That's what McKeesport for, bro. I'm telling you,
we're territorial.
Very McKeesport. Like, bump everything else, you know what I'm saying?
So it get like that.
It's definitely, but you right, no, that's great, bro. I mean, I think, y'all doing that and being on neutral terms is definitely, it's a challenge within itself because you're not really sure how the turnout's going to be. You know what I'm saying? You planned it within a month. There's a lot of stress like around that time. So,
it was tough planning.
I believe it, bro. And then you're doing it in an area where you're not sure how it's going to be. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I think that shot in the dark really paid off well for y'all because now y'all have, the videos and stuff. It's like, wow, like it looked like it was a good time.
How could we have lost, bro?
You know what? That's a good question because you couldn't have. It's just perspective, really, in that moment. It's like how you seen it going, like or how you wanted it to go. Like, you feel me? Like, that's the only way you could have lost. But whenever you moving in, such a genuine way, it's not really, you can't lose because it's like, okay, if one person come here, then we served our purpose dang there. Like, we just exposed them to all these different things. You know what I'm saying? They just got information on all these things they may not have been with before. And,
I seen smiles all around,
and then
bro.
I seen there was a lot of kids there.
Yeah,
so
bro.
It was like, bro, that's like, for real, that's the main point. Obviously, it starts with us to start changing the ways up here. But then whenever the kids are seeing this stuff and they're exposed to these things and a good time to not be around, they can actually be a kid. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause we do know in a lot of our communities, we do grow up young and we don't have a lot of chances to be a kid. Like, especially nowadays. Yeah, so I think that's an important, piece of just having our community event really was just the kids there having a good time, running around, laughing, eating food.
That was important, and again, so much there, but that was important, bro. Really serving the kids again. It's so important to have a kid, like you said, not having them in environments where they like got to be growing up all quickly and be on their P's and Q's, and having them in environments where they can't repeat the behavior that they're in. Like, that's big for me, bro. Like, when we talk about influence, like. You should. I ain't gonna say you shouldn't, but I really hope and aspire not to create environments where my kid has to. I have to go back home and reprogram and teach my kid. Don't do anything you just seen. Don't say anything you just saw. Don't eat anything you just ate.
Because
don't
now that they've seen it, they're gonna be curious. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna.
But I mean, Daddy, I seen you do it. I seen the other kid do it. It's like, and again, like the world's gonna be the world. But as much as we want change within our own communities, we got to be the change and think. And just be intentional enough to say, no, we don't need that. We don't need this. And it will be fine because it's so much hard. And you see it in a household to try to teach a kid to do something that they're witnessing people do.
Absolutely.
Like active, like daily, you know what I mean? Like it's so hard to say to my little one, don't cuss when I'm cussing every day. It's like, it's contradictory. Like, well, you do it. And I know, okay, but I'm an adult. Yeah. Okay, but I trust you, and it's something that comes out of you.
Because now that you say that, whenever people say like, "Oh, I'm grown" or "I'm an adult," and I got hit with that, that made me be like, I can't wait till I get older.
We talked about it a little bit last podcast.
I can't wait to be grown. I can't wait to be this. And then it's like when you're so focused on becoming grown. For one, you really get I mean, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, I know the legal age ain't 18 to 21 to drink, but, bro, you really become grown dang near, like, when you, like, in high school, bro.
Yeah,
like that's what
15,
time I feel like I
puberty
really,
and all that.
Yeah, that's what time I felt like when I was, like, I feel like I'm the same as everybody else. I don't feel like a child no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not, you know, I don't feel like I'm gonna be put in a child's place anymore. I feel like I'm there, you know, and that's the part of being in the teenage years, I guess. But at that time, I feel like we done experienced so much where we dang near are grown because of the things we have been through or what we have been exposed to. It's like we exposed to the same thing all the grown folks exposed to.
Especially nowadays with social media.
Exactly.
Before
I've been dressing a certain way. Like you had me like, you know, I'm dressing like I'm 16 years old, but you got me dressing like I'm 24, 25. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know, 16 years old, I'm in my first relationship. I'm seeing my parents argue, fight, this and that, thinking toxic relationships is normal. So now I'm in a toxic relationship, you know what I'm saying? You start, you know, having sex and stuff at that age as well. So you doing grown things. And then even at that, bro, you going in the bars, you going in the clubs, you go, you know, you sneaking into anything just because.
That's what grown people do.
That's what grown people do. And that forces you to kind of skip out on all them years where it's like, you know, when you like 10 to like 14, 15, you like rushing to be grown.
Yeah.
And like 15, 16, you feel like you grown. And then you just forgot that you was, you know, to live them young years. At least
don't even know how though. We walked away from even like teaching our kids how to be young. Like you said, all the exposure, and it's definitely hard now because you got so much in comparison with all the social media. It's like
the access,
it's just so much access. So it's like whatever. Before it was kind of confined. Well, we know that we grown as whatever we seen our parents and our close friends.
But it started like really changing when we was kids.
we seen
because we grew up on a social media age, like the start of it. So it was like, you know,
but now we got like TikTok and Instagram
but
all
we got
time.
it's not even
we ain't have reels then.
It's just the kids, like the 4 or 5 year olds got access to it. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. There ain't no like really restrictions to it. Like now it's like, bro, 4-year-old, bro, newborns have Instagram pages, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like people dogs, bro, pets got Instagram pages. Like, you feel me? Which is like, okay, that's cool for the pets, but like the kids, bro, like, come on, bro. They posting weekly pictures from the time that they was born. Like, you feel me? And it's like they come up like with the whole personality for the kid on their pages. It's just funny. I don't know, but that, you know, we didn't grow up in that era. Like, you know, newborns wasn't having pages and stuff like that. Right. You know, but yeah, it's like I think kids they grow up a little fast around here, around these parts. But them events, like you said, are important for that matter. So again, making them spaces safe.
Yeah.
And a place where kids can be kids, adults can be adults, respectfully in the neutral.
And it shouldn't look too much different.
Yeah, no, facts. I
like
mean,
for real.
Bro, I remember back in the day, bro, my dad was a drinker. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely knew when, you know, he having a beer. But like for the most part, bro, growing up and I'm in other people's houses and stuff, bro, like, and I'm seeing they family partying and stuff like that. I didn't even know they was drunk. Like, you know, I'm so worried. I was being a kid. So it's like, but now it's like, you know, when folks drunk, like, you know what I'm saying? It's not a good time no more. You know what I'm saying? Really, like, or it's just, it's always just something crazy. You know, people got bottles all over the place.
I'm about to say
it's not even kept in the fridge no more, bro. It's all over the place. You feel me? Like
you right, bro. It used to be concealed before. Like people would like when they smoked, they would take their walks and stuff. We roll up in front of kids now.
Roll up right in front of them.
Yeah, like let them see the whole process.
You ain't gotta like smoke, but just walk with me. Like that's crazy.
Let you see the whole process of it, bro. And it's just like, you know, it's damaging,
back
bro.
Then the cousins, you know, 17, 18 years old, they go take that walk and that's it. But now it's like these kids are like right there watching you roll up, taking the bag out, taking, you know, doing whatever. And it's just like, you know, again, to the shallow minded, people don't think much of it. They're just a kid. They don't understand, but they don't understand yet. But whenever they turn, let's say they 4 or 5, whenever they turn 7, 8, they know exactly your next step. They know exactly what you're about to do. When you pull that bag out, they know that you about to roll up. When you roll up, they know you about to smoke. Like, and then that's normal, bro, like to them. But that's not like a, you know, an 8-year-old, 9-year-old shouldn't be. It should be normal to them.
I wish I knew exactly how he said it, but Napoleon Hill said something in his book, How to Own Your Own Mind. And he had like a whole chapter in regards to like kind of addiction and stuff like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
But just that alone, bro, like, and again, we know, especially with everything we just mentioned, that we're not going to control the influence 100%. But to the degree that we can, especially as trustworthy individuals of kids and, you know, and those who are actually in a relationship with kids. He said something, you know, not one person ever wanted a cigarette until they had either A, seen someone have one, or B, had one themselves. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they just, you know, actually, you don't think about, I want to bear a cigarette until you witness somebody else doing those things. So it's like, we got to understand that compound and atomic witnessing of what we do. Like, I know I inspired to become a better man because I've seen better men in my life. I inspired to do such and such, go to school, do this and do that because I've seen it in my life. You know what I mean? Now, we also got choices. Like, I never,
absolutely.
It's never exempted the choice because sometimes people are like, oh, well, my child grew up seeing this and he didn't never do this. And that's great. He has a strong mind. He's one of the ones.
Bro,
but he was still, he
he
wasn't exempted from being able to do it. You know what I mean?
My biggest thing with that, bro. No, because you're right. Because that's exactly how we all have choices. You know what I'm saying? But that's why, in a way, bro, in a weird way, when you're growing up in the hood, I always respected them OGs or the dudes that was actually in the stuff that would not allow you into it.
That's amazing.
Bro, you go focus on hoops, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is our life. You go do what you do. You cool, you know what I'm saying? You could come around, but you ain't got to see none of this. You ain't got to be a part of none of it. Just go ahead and focus on what you're doing because you're doing the right thing. And I heard that a lot. That's what allowed me to kind of stay in my lane for real, bro. Because obviously the people we grew up around, you know what I'm saying? Our friends and stuff, you feel me? Like, we was, you know, near and dear with, like, they into that type of stuff. They was into that, you know, that stuff. So, but I had people in my life that was also like, and I've been blessed in that way, bro, because, I mean, it could have easily been like, Eric, come do this with me, or come with me, like, you know what I'm saying, whatever. But mostly everybody, bro, like, was like, nah, bro, you a hooper. Like, go ahead and go out, nerds, you know what I'm saying? Turn over a hooper.
Ahead,
like, you don't belong here. Like, and I just kind of knew my place at that point. Because I'm like, okay, you know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe I don't belong here. So it's like,
that was the important factor, that you actually had a sense of identity, though, because if you don't, you might force your way into that. Like, bro, yeah, I am not like.
But see, like, there probably was, I mean, times in my life where I, you know, okay, maybe I should go try to sell.
Yeah,
like,
sure.
Maybe I should go try this, try that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm curious. But at the end of the day, whenever I went through certain situations, I was like, you know what? Them boys is right.
Same me.
That ain't me at all. Like, I'm not no gangster, bro. Like, you feel me? I know I'm from the hood, you feel me? But I'm not no gangster. I'm not no street dude. Like, I know I'm not built for jail. I know I'm not built for that life. I'm not built to just, you know, be beefing for no reason. Dang there.
And the reality is, nobody is. But some people be so lost into who they're not that they just gain an identity within that. So, like,
and they feel family connected and all that stuff,
you know, exactly, all those variables. But that's good, bro, because and I see that within us, and I guess people will call it the alpha male thing, but it's like you said, we had close friends who, you know, could have easily influenced us, and even maybe we could have been an influence of some sort to somebody else at some point, because I ain't had the most godly life in my teens and whatnot.
Absolutely,
you know, I done wrong, but
we all have,
yeah, for sure. But it's like, I think we were still able to be sustained within ourselves to know, like you said, like, that ain't me, or or people even spoke that into us and told us, like, yeah, bro, that ain't you.
It ain't you.
Yeah, I mean, like, that ain't, like, go ahead, but
what it was too, on a positive note, bro, I did have people that wasn't in that stuff that exposed me to, like,
that part.
You know what I'm saying? That exposed me to, like, the mentorship programs and these certain programs and places where it was cool to not be a gangster. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's important.
So, like, that is when I was really like, I feel like this is where I feel like I really belong. I feel like I belong on this side of it. You feel me? Even though I'm from here, all my friends is into this, you know, when we doing all, you know, and I did do knucklehead stuff, but I was also exposed to stuff that made me realize that wasn't me, and I would much rather be on this side than this side.
So let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
You feel like that same result happens if you don't got that exposure?
I'm not saying it's impossible, but it'll be, bro.
It's a lot less, though.
Hard, bro.
It's a lot
very
less.
Hard. And I always brag about my friends, bro. Obviously you, and then, you know, my other friends and their families that kind of took me in under their wing and treated me like family, bro. Because I always been connected to good people, like, you know what I'm saying, and they always treated me like their own. And those people are the ones who really made me realize, like, I don't want to be that's not me over there. You know what I'm saying? It's cool, y'all go do what y'all do, respect. You know what I'm saying? be careful, whatever. But I'm gonna just stick over here. You feel me? Because I don't want no.
Because you see the hope in it too. It's like you see the results over here. It's like, well, what about me doing that? Do I even win out of that? Like, what is the reward within that? I see this over here. I see they got a happy family. They're living they're living pretty good for themselves. They got good jobs, good careers. Yeah. It's like, well, if there's a fork in the road and this says this is the result of this and this is the result of that, then I probably want to go over here where it's a little. And in a moment, you might not know if it's for you or not, but you know in your heart that this looks more glamorous. So let me go this way. Let me try with this road because that road looks. I don't know.
You know what?
Gloom and doom.
Now that I think about it, bro, like it's in a weird way. It worked out because like when I'm around these families and my friends and stuff like that, they have most of them. They have both parents. You know what I'm saying? They have both parents. Obviously, me growing up with a single mom. You know what I'm saying? I heard the story before, but I was like, but all the ones who was on this side of things probably didn't have both parents. They might have just had their mom like me, or they might have not had neither for real. But then the people I was really deeply connected with, they had both. And I'm like, bro, I want to be that when I get older. I want to have a 2-parent household with my kids. I want to play ball with them. I want to take them to practice. I want to do all this stuff. Yeah. So I always stayed I was always.
Was that conscious to you at that age?
No, I don't think so. I don't think I really became conscious to it, bro, till like senior year, maybe. Okay. Where I was like, wow, like maybe this is why I am so connected with these people over here. Because this is what I want for my future and my kids. Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? So like it felt like it was like this was the way I needed to go to kind of get to where I wanted to be. You know what I'm saying? Over here, it ain't so much like this is like, it's like you walking straight to a wall. Like, so.
Which is real, man. We know broken homes it leads to so much, man. Like, you can have the best mother, the best father individually, but if they're not together, there's some brokenness.
I wonder what the percentage is on predominantly black areas.
The broken homes?
With the broken homes and how them kids turn out. Like as far as like jail rates and crime rates and stuff like that. Like them kids that come from broken homes and predominantly black areas, like how does that, matter of fact?
I'm about to say we could try to find it. We'll split a conversation like you do, because I remember we ain't searched that up exactly, but when we did our man conference last year, went over some numbers and just some things on some statistics what it looks like not to have a man in the home, things like that. So and what that resulted into, which was a lot of jail, a lot of rape, a lot of obviously murders, a lot of teen pregnancies. What else? Obviously, just a lot of abuse, a lot of anger.
Trauma, obviously.
Yeah, all that good stuff or bad stuff.
Mental health was terrible.
Right. Suicide, all these things it led to, and it's like that was just with the father out the home. So the numbers you're about to go to, I'm sure that can be pretty interesting as well, just to really, see what that looks like, because a broken home's a broken home. It don't matter if mom and dad is still here, but they're not together, or if it's just mom in the house or just dad. Like either way, there's a great impact that happens within both of those instances.
So here's some numbers right here. This is from the Marriage and Religion Research Institute. Okay, let me talk into the mic a little bit more. It says the effects of single parenthood, crime, boys who grow, and this is in a black family. Boys who grow up without a father are twice as likely to end up in jail than those who come from a 2-parent household. Behavior: 85% of all children that exhibit behavior disorders come from fatherless homes. Education: 71% of all high school dropouts come from fatherless homes. Poverty: 12% of children in married couple families were living in poverty compared to 44% of children in mother-only
That's
households.
just married, okay.
Yeah, so this is just a single mother. You know what I'm saying? With you growing up with a single mother. Let me see. Let me see. Is there anything else? Let me see. I think so.
So that ain't really specific enough to just black communities.
Not really black communities, nah. But I mean, it's answering the question as far as in a black family household. You know what I'm saying? Without a father, pretty much is. And yeah, it's just crazy, bro, because they said 44% compared to 12%. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy.
No, that is. I mean, and the impact doesn't vary based off of color anyway and race anyway. Like, again, the that was God's order, like a man and a woman in the home. You know what I mean? Family. You know what I mean? Too. That's why I took two to tango. But it's just like really understanding like how impactful that is. And obviously, there's a lot of things we can't control within those instances where things happen throughout life, and one's left to parent as a single parent.
Yeah. So back to the events and stuff like that. Do you have anything planned that you're willing to put out right now, or you keeping everything hush hush until the official announcement?
I like to put pressure on my back, bro. We coming for a second year for that festival for sure.
Facts.
Because again, what good would it be to talk about the change and not be the change?
Facts, absolutely.
So we definitely plan on. We did it last August. It'd be beautiful if we're blessed enough to do it in August again. And
now, are you trying to look for the same location, or you want to change locations? You think? Would you? You know what I'm saying? Would you like to have it in McKeesport if the opportunity's there, or would you prefer to kind of keep it neutral?
I don't mind I don't have a specific place I'd rather have it because I don't have a specific community I want to come out, to be honest. I want, because a lot of McKeesport people came out to that as well. And it's just, I want the people who are compelled to come and in a specific place. We didn't have that in a specific place. It was just a place in mind because, originally, I'll give you a little bit of testimony. Originally, we weren't going to do a festival. Originally, we were going to just do a biking event. Okay. It was going to be called Bike King, and obviously as
Bike
a play
King.
on. Yeah, as a
Bike
play on.
King.
Yeah, I mean, come on now. So we was going to do that at the Boston Trail.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so then I thought
King
a little bit greater, where it was like, okay, we can do the biking event, which would have been like a walk, run, ride. So we'll walk, run, or ride along the trail.
Well, we did do like a mini version of that, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, did you come to the last one?
Yeah.
Which one did you come to?
Huh?
Which one? Wasn't it
biking? No, not that one.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, that one. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So like that, yeah, literally, we're going to do that, but at a greater scale because we done them with First Family Ministries. So we kind of done them before. So we're like, okay, we're going to take it here, do this, and put a little spin onto it.
Facts.
So I was like, okay. Then I thought a little bit greater too. I was like, okay, maybe we'll do that, and then at the starting, we're having a little event too, like just something slight, like just so because some people like to walk, run, or ride, and some people end quicker than others. So it's like we can still have a place where everybody can commune at. So I thought at that scale, and I'm like, okay. And then I think the way timing went and securing the place and some other things that was just, kind of a real burden was like, okay, let's just centralize this. Just make it a festival. Just make it a festival. So we went for that. And then obviously since we started at the trail, we said, okay, where's the ballpark right here? Let's see what we can do with this. And when we inquired on that, that was super dope the way that all happened, bro, honestly, because let me get into this testimony or no?
Yeah.
I'll get into
it. We got all day.
Bro, it's just God's so good, bro. And I ain't really tell too many people this because it's one of the things you gotta be there for. But okay, so we went for the Elizabeth ball field, the Boston Park ball field. So I reached out to the people who I thought I need to reach out to. I was like, okay, inquire on the space. What do we got to do to get it? They're like, people don't rent this space out. They're like, it's only used for our baseball leagues. So I'm like, cool. Well, that's something y'all are open to. They're like, well, let me check with the city and we'll see what we can do. I'm like, cool. When can I find out? Mind you, this is like late July. Yeah. So we're trying to figure this out. I mean, this is early July. We're trying to figure this out by August. So I'm like, let me know. I told them everything we plan on to do as far as community wise, and just let them know our itinerary, so they can have an understanding of we just want to get back. He heard me out. He's like, cool, we'll take it to the board. So I'm like, cool. When does that happen? He's like, we do a board meeting every Monday, first Monday of the month or something. So that was like the following week or something. So I hit the guys, told them, hey man, they doing this. They're gonna discuss it then. We got to be there. They're like, cool, let's go. So I we prepped some plans and some things on how to be there and whatnot, just to be able to be there and support and actually, speak to the community on what we plan on doing. So mind you, one of our brothers has one of us, my partners in the brand, has an address to that community, to that borough. So it was like, okay, that gives us leverage because usually when you go to meetings like that, you don't get to speak unless you're part of the city. You know what I mean? Unless you're a resident of the city. So it was like, cool, let's go out there and we got someone to advocate. Let's do that. Now so we all had that set in stone. So something happened the day of, where he couldn't make it. It was like literally emergency an hour before. So we're like, all right. So me and the other brother we're like, cool, we'll go there. We'll see how it goes. We'll vibe it out. He was going to be our spokesperson as well because he was a resident and he's just a well-spoken person anyway. So we're like, cool, pivot. So in my heart, let me get this speech ready. Let me get something ready. Nice, you know what I mean? Let's go out there. Just, be prepared to professionally / politically / just honorary be ready to speak.
Right.
Get out there, bro. Turns out.
Was you nervous?
Oh, what? I ain't get nervous until I got there because I didn't know what to expect. Yeah. Got there, turned out they was having like a whole, like they were swearing people in that day. They was having a whole, what you call it? Just an honoring service or something like that. So they was swearing a whole bunch of different elections and stuff like that. So like it was like usually that space is like usually a couple residents in there or something. It was packed in there, bro. There was a whole cop. Some Elizabeth was out there. So imagine this Elizabeth, 2 brothers walk in, no other color in there. So it's like, oh, what's going on? I'm not intimidated, but I'm like,
it's just a nerve-wracking situation. Absolutely.
It's like, whoa, I didn't expect it. You know what I mean? So, but we're here though. The spirit brought us here, so it's really no big deal. We're present. So we get into the, you walk in. Typically, you sign in the first person. The resident usually signs in so they can be on the lineup to speak when they do their the way that the board moves. Yeah, they're pretty punctual and precise on how they move. And I don't know if you ever been to those meetings, but they be on it, bro. They roll through. It's kind of dope for real, like the organization in it. So they go through the session where they're allowing the residents speaking. They speak on issues that they want to address throughout the city and stuff like that. It's really dope, actually. It's actually a good thing to be a part of and witness.
I believe it. I ain't gonna go there, bro. All I'm saying is it would be a frustrating thing for me to attend to, I think. Yeah,
but it's worth it because that's where you need to be heard. Yeah. So it's a place. But so that happened, bro. So the whole time we're there, we're like, oh, well, since Brother Man didn't come, we might not really get our chance to speak. But if not, we'll wait till the end and we'll just speak. So it kind of just flowed. The rest of the evening flowed out. It was a longer service. Long story short, we didn't get to speak. The way it flowed, we didn't have an opportunity. So I identified the guy that I spoke with on the phone based off his name, and he was up there. I told Brother Man, I said, at minimum, we're gonna go up to him at the end of this and speak to him. You know what I mean? So I identified him. So as soon as it was over, ran up to him. Hey, Brother Man, introduce myself. Let him know who we was. Let him know what we came for. He's like, I told him, we were waiting response to your email. But I know you said they were making the final decision here. I didn't hear anything. Has that decision been made? He was like, we made that decision days ago. He said, I sent you an email. I said, huh? He said, yeah, y'all good. Y'all got the space. You know what I mean? I'll send y'all over the rest of the stuff y'all need, the contracts and da-da-da. Yeah. Bro, I'm just like, huh? Bro, I'm just like, cool. It was a good vibe. We got to explain to him our mission as the brand and stuff. Just got to expound on that. And that was kind of that. And then I walked out, bro. I checked my email because I'm like, he said he emailed me. Let me check this thing. Maybe I overlooked it or something. Looked in my spam. It was in my spam, bro. But
spam it's like, hey, the spam will get you. But make sure y'all check y'all spam.
Yeah, it's important. Make sure I check y'all spam. Hey, but this is how crazy it was for it to be in my spam that it makes sense. Because we had already emailed each other.
It should be primary.
Yeah, I mean, it should go to my primary because we already had interaction with each other where it shouldn't be recognized as spam. Yeah. But the moral in the story of this one is, had we not went there, had I seen the email and we not went there, we wouldn't have been exposed to a lot of things we've been exposed to that day. And actually had
it would have never happened.
I had no reason to go, bro. He already gave us a space. Why would I just go to this, this board meeting? But we went, and then everything that was expounded from that time, it was just dope, bro. So that's what even got us his space to begin with. So it's like, as far as us having a specific space, bro, we go where the spirit tell us to go, because that was definitely not in our intent as far as like we needed to be here. We wanted to be here for a specific reason. But the fact that it worked out how it did, and again, he gave it to us, it was a free space. And that space is a pretty nice space as far as size, accommodations. Accommodations as far as, and the trail was booming that day, bro. So like, I think traffic, a lot of foot traffic.
And the traffic over the bridge too. Just people, oh, what's that?
That and we put our flyer on the billboard. So I mean, so and that all happened, bro. God just so good because it was always the grace of God.
The moral of the story is check your spam. You know what I'm saying? Because there might be things laying in there that you might need. But no, really it's just, just be intentional about how you're moving.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying, not giving up really, like just on the process. Like, you know, and like you said, letting your spirit and your faith kind of guide you in a way that things just happen.
Show up, bro. Like don't say you want something, you want somebody to hand you something and you not even show up to be able to have a conversation with them. And even you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you might have asked, but that don't mean they're entitled to give it to you. Absolutely. And even if they didn't give it to us then, we tried. Yeah. I'm about to say we'll try again.
Make them tell you no. Make them you know what I'm saying? Because they you know, people feel that pressure and be like, you know what, here you go. You know what I'm saying? Especially when they hear why you doing it. You know what I'm saying? Then they be like, you know what? That's a good idea. Like, who am I to say no to that? You know,
it's benefiting your city. Why would you not want something
absolutely
out of love that you don't even got to have your hands on? All you got to do is approve it. And obviously, there's integrity that you put at risk because it's happening in your city.
Absolutely.
But you know, we signed all types of documentation. I said we were going to act this way and accordingly and all this good stuff.
Let's see how many events we could push out this year. You know, definitely. I'm definitely trying to attend a few. I don't know about hosting our own yet. We'll talk about it. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely things been in conversation. It's been in conversation.
It's gonna happen to some degree this year. We in May. It's gonna happen to some degree.
Absolutely, and you know. I'm looking forward to it, bro, because the weather is getting nicer, bro.
Yeah.
And please, man, keep all that knucklehead stuff at home. You know what I'm saying? Please don't bring on y'all negativity to everybody else. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got that to do. We here to have fun. We here to grow as a community, as brothers and sisters. Big unks, big aunties, you know what I'm saying?
Big aunties.
So
we just want love, bro. Like when we talk about unifying,
especially in McKeesport, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie, like I mean everywhere. Don't get me wrong, everywhere. This is a global thing, but like McKeesport, bro, we deserve it. Like we deserve to love each other, to really be one for real. I know we all know the struggles, we all know the challenges that pertain to that, but it's possible. It's not impossible. We gotta stay strong, move together as one, man, and we get it done, man. But it starts with your everyday activity, how you treat people, how you talk to people within your city, and your intentions on it. So
that's it.
You ain't got good intentions, stay away. Just stay out. It's that simple. Just what I'm saying.
So look, bro, we was going with a biking event, and this is on the board too. A hiking
event. See, bro, I don't know, man.
He said, he too intimate with his hikes.
I'm a little by myself. I like to be, because it is.
You gotta expose the people though, bro, just so they can at least go ahead and have their little solo trip. So you can't have it to yourself all the time.
I don't mind putting people on. Look, I don't mind people putting on.
Yeah, you told me some good drops.
You feel me? I don't mind putting people on. You just can't. I feel like it is one of them intimate spaces or intimate times where it's a time to really connect with yourself and nature. So if you are going to go with people, make sure you're going with people that is
respect
like
space.
You. And respect it, bro. Like, because it's not one that I like to go and just talk the whole time.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to just go talk. I don't want to just go BS. I don't want to, like, I'm here to actually enjoy my time and to kind of wind down and, feel it in myself, like really, like, and immerse myself within the nature. So, but yeah, hiking event, it would be dope. It would be
just
dope.
for that reason, to give the people exposure. Like, I ain't saying go hiking with somebody. I ain't even telling people we take on a hike that you should hike with people, like you just said. Nah, this is the experience, and hopefully because there is some people don't know how to hike. Like they don't know what shoes to wear, they don't know how to travel, they don't know how to follow certain so just that exposure. I think that'll be something dope. It's definitely on the vision board for whenever we're called to do it. But it could be something small. It could be
I'm about to say, and then it would be cool to, like, if somebody even brought the kids out or something like that to kind of like go play by the river, like, or you know what I'm saying, even like fishing, like whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Too. It would be cool. But yeah, we
just thoughts.
We on the board. For sure. But yeah, man, you got anything else?
No, that's it, bro. The realm of the conversation was really, really the moral support on today was really, and contagious in regards to those events. Since it is breaking season, it'd be a nice out and all that, because
graduation parties, all that.
Graduation party. I ain't even mentioned that one. You got graduation. All right, so I'm gonna say this too. Hold on, you struck some stuff with that one. I ain't even touched graduation parties and birthdays. I was talking about for summer. we gotta be mindful of all those. If we're celebrating life and success, let's make it look like that.
Yeah,
let's make it look successful and lively. Like let's not let's not make it look deathly and drama and toxic. Let's make it look lively.
On to bigger and better, right? Bigger and
Supposed
better.
to be.
Bigger and better.
Supposed to be.
Not the same old junk, man. But
Graduation, bro. How'd I miss that one?
It's that time, brother.
Shout out to them graduates.
Shout out to
2024.
2024, yeah.
2024.
Brother, that's what, 8? Hey.
2016.
Ooh, buddy. Hey,
Every
man,
time on the ladder.
You know what's crazy, though? Because it's like the people that we went to school with, like they were seniors when we was freshmen, they turning 30.
All right, bro, leave them alone, bro. Let them live.
Nah, we not too far behind. That's the thing, bro. Like, you feel me? Like,
hey, chill. I got 3 more years, bro. Count me out.
Facts.
Nah, but that's blissful. That's blissful.
It is. No, that's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Aging is a wonderful thing. You know what I'm saying? So some people get better with age.
You're supposed to if you mature and you grow.
Age like wine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. If you what makes wine age, bro? What makes it so beautiful in the process? It can't be open wine, can it?
No. It gotta be sent to fully condense within the. So I don't know.
It's half how to beat. It's
Yeah,
cool, but nah, that's it though. But listen, support crew, we appreciate y'all. We want y'all to really, we got some great things coming. Y'all see the merch. Y'all know we got some other things coming. Some opportunity for some from those who are out there listening / watching. We got some opportunities for those who look to be a part of the movement and the community on which we are building. Keep in mind, we're never talking to y'all. We're talking with y'all. This is definitely that.
Feedback, comments,
please,
all of it.
Man.
Appreciated.
Listen, we like challenges. We like to grow.
Give us something to talk about. Actually,
do that.
Throw some things out there.
You want to start a forum? You want to do a little poll? We'll start.
Yeah, matter of fact, I think that would be dope. Let's do that.
We'll do that on Facebook and IG. We'll do that, and we'll see what the people want to hear because we ain't scared of nothing.
Nah, we ain't not ducking no shit.
we not ducking,
man. I'm telling y'all, put it in there.
Yeah, we'll touch any uncomfortable conversation. Cause what's there to lose?
We gonna touch it eventually, whether I put it in there or not. We gonna touch on it, but in order to kind of, I guess, fast forward that process, just throw it in there. We see what's popping.
Meet y'all where y'all at. Y'all obviously got it on your heart and mind. So
no doubt. Well, appreciate y'all support crew, man. We'll be back soon, shortly. Give y'all some more content. Just stay updated, man. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe. Our platforms go on IG. The link tree is there. At Moral.support.thepod. All the platforms there. So make sure y'all go check it out, man. We appreciate y'all.
That's it. All right, we out.
All right.